Let's see. Let's get into Disney. So this is basically the only presentation I went to. I think because of the things that were going on here in Vegas, and I had to extend my trip a day. It was like, well, since I've been trolling Disney for the last 6 months,
Right.
why not do the ultimate troll and go to their presentation? And basically, what they did was they laid out all the films coming out this year from Disney, Disney, Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, and Fox, and we got to see bits of it. And I'll say this: uh, of the Disney films, one of them looks really good. Uh, the other films that look good are all the Fox films, and we'll get into that. Let me see. I think the next one coming out, is it Planet of the Apes? Uh,
Yeah, I just put it in the private chat. Rosa's notes,
okay.
and what we talked about, but it goes from kind of like the next thing, which is Planet of the Apes. They showed 13. You got to see 13
Yeah.
minutes of footage.
Yeah,
How
I
was it?
saw 13. Yeah, so I'll say this. My biggest complaint about these type of movies is they feel like they're adult cartoons. I definitely said it with Godzilla X Kong. I've been saying it forever about the Fast and the Furious series. I'm just kind of tired of, adult animation. Uh, you know, uh, Having seen 13 minutes of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, it looks really good. Uh, I'm, I-
Right,
I saw the trailers like a couple months ago, and I'm
right,
like, this looks bad. Um,
right. The first one,
Apparently,
right?
they cleaned it up because the blending of the natural backgrounds with the apes is it's seamless, and I think they don't overdo it with the talking of the apes. And I think there's a little too much flippy floppy, too much
Uh-huh.
vine swinging going on. But in terms of the look of it, I was most impressed by how it looked, and I think it's the I think this is probably as real as I've seen in a long time. Maybe I keep saying maybe going back to Jurassic Park. I'm not gonna, again, I only saw 13 minutes, so I can't
Yeah.
vouch for the entire film. But again, they're gonna show you the best out here, and I think I saw the best of what this movie has to offer.
Well, that's exactly the same sentiments that Rosa had in
Hmm.
regards to the blending of what was naturally filmed
Hmm.
and the CGI was just epic, was just on point. So, between you and her, that's pretty good recommendation as far as,
Yes,
just to
yes,
see it in the big theater.
based on the 13 minutes we saw, and
Right.
I'm going to be saying that a lot because Disney has given us things to preview, and it looks good, and then when you see the rest of it,
Look
you
out.
realize, yeah, look out,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I'll reference She-Hulk for that. All right,
Fair enough.
the next one was Young Woman and the Sea. I'm glad you gave me this list because I'd be racking my brain trying to figure this out.
Hey, all props to Rosa Parra, Latino Slant, and Film Threat. We're glad to share this info, man.
Yeah. No,
Oh
thank you.
yeah. Yep.
Young Woman in the Sea. Part of me was like, "Oh, is this the DEI Old Man in the Sea?" No, it's this.
Well, this
It's
is
the,
this is this is the fake Ray movie Disney Ridley in the Sea film.
yeah, yeah,
This is Disney Ridley's
right. Disney Ridley in the Sea.
Disney Radley, whatever. This is Daisy. God,
Hmm.
I get so
Yeah.
confused these names.
So this is
Daisy Ridley's film.
yeah.
How was it?
So we saw the trailer. So, but it's
Oh, is this a
basically,
trailer?
yeah, and it's
And it
put up
comes
by
out next
the.
week, right? Yeah,
Does it, is it next week? Maybe. I'll just
I'll
say
find out.
it is a Disney feature, Disney live action feature. It kind of falls in the vein of the sports stories they've told for a very long time.
Hmm.
It's about the woman who swam the English Channel for the first person to swim the English Channel long ago. And look, first of all, if you what?
I'm laughing because it's like the Armageddon of chicks swimming the channels. They had Naiad, and now you have this one in the
Yeah.
same calendar
But the
year.
thing is, I like Naiad. Naiad was really good. This
Yeah.
one, because I think Naiad worked really hard to feel authentic, to show what actually happened with Diana Naiad. This one takes place I want to say 30s, 40s, 50s, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I'm bad at history, and and it's got that look. I think they do what Disney does in terms of the quality of the underwater footage is there. It looks decent, and then of course it's all about the women empowerment message. You can do it. Don't let a man keep you down. Um,
Oh boy.
but again, that's the thing you have to put in these trailers.
Well,
So I
if anything is lacking is female empowerment underwater,
yeah.
where everyone's equal under the waves.
Yeah. So to me, the question
Yeah.
is it that the trailer makes it look woke, or is it actually woke? Is it an overly feminist movie because of the trailer, or is the movie actually overly feminist? And it could go either way. This could be a good movie, and
Right.
that they're just blaring at us the obvious message. But again, if you know, after watching this, and I couldn't help but keep thinking about Naiad, and again, which
Mm.
is a much better movie. The next thing is Pixar. From Pixar comes Inside Out 2. And I know I've had a lot of criticisms regarding the trailers they put out. The idea of like kids embracing anxiety, I think there's shots where you kind of question the relationship that young Riley might get herself into, and is that appropriate for children? And
Mhm.
so they brought in Amy Poehler. She talked about how glad she was to be back, and then all of a sudden she says, "Hey, we're going to show you the first 35 minutes of Inside Out." And I'm like, "Oh boy!" And the first thing that I noticed was that the opening credits, the opening studio montage was heavily Disney.
Mm.
They brought out the castle, and it's like maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember the castle and all the Disney stuff being so prominent at the start of a Pixar film, and it was here. And then you have
Mhm.
little Luxo Jr. come out and do his thing, and then it gets right into Inside Out. And I will say this: this movie looks really good. I think if the rest of the movie pans out as good as the first 35 minutes of this movie, I think Pixar is going to have a big hit on their hands. At least one that will match the first Inside Out. The gang is back. The movie, from what I saw, felt very Inside Out. There's a couple changes. Bill Hader's not in the movie, so Fear is played by Tony Hale, and Mindy Kaling is not back, so they replaced her. I don't know the actress's name in that case. That
Mhm.
those are the two kind of blaring changes that I saw here. But I'll just give you a quick non-spoiler here. But essentially, Riley's 13 years old. She's become an exceptional hockey player, and she has two friends who kind of are her teammates, and they make this trio. And during their championship match, a local high school recruiter sees them, and the top high school hockey team recruiter sees them, invites them to skills camp for the summer. And just before Riley leaves, a warning light on the Inside Out panel goes off, and it's the puberty warning light.
Oh my God.
Riley's going to puberty,
Wow.
and that's when the new emotions appear. And in a way, the only spoiler I'll give is that the movie is basically a battle between the new emotions and the old emotions, which is
Mm.
yeah. And from what I saw, the way they integrated the thought process of how these new emotions play out. It feels very Inside Out, very clever, and
Hmm.
I'm excited to see how the rest of this movie pans out. And again, they showed us the first 35 minutes. Uh, they could if Disney does what Disney does. They're going to screw it up in the back end. So let's see. What are you saying? It comes out May 31st. Is that what we're saying? I believe so. Yeah, I
May
think this is
31st
the
was the Disney Daisy Ridley
the
Disney
Daisy
Ridley.
Ridley. Okay, so that was the Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
Yeah, Inside Out, and then let's see. So I will say
I will
this.
say for Inside
Yeah,
Out 2, Rosa really loved the new character, new motion of nostalgia.
yeah,
I
yeah,
heard you got that. I heard nostalgia got a lot of laughs.
yeah. I will say the audience was into Inside Out too. I certainly laughed at moments, just like I did the first movie. So I'm very hopeful about this. But again, they'll screw it up on the back end. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then Kevin Feige comes out, and he talks about basically there
Hey,
are three
Alan,
films. Yeah.
give me sorry, give me 1 minute. Be right back.
Oh, no problem. I'll just keep talking. So there are three films. How many? One, two, three. Oh, there are four films that Marvel is putting out in the next year and a half. Um, they are currently filming Thunderbolts, and the I don't know how much. Oh yeah, so this is so stupid. Oh yeah, we just started production on Thunderbolts, so none of the cast is here, but we have a special message from Florence Pugh, who's eating macaroni and cheese, and Florence comes out there, shown on the big screen, and she talks about how devastated she is that she can't be at CinemaCon, but she's going to finish her macaroni and cheese, and that was pretty much the video that was shown from Florence Pugh. Thanks. The other, let's see, the other one, Fantastic Four. They just mentioned that it's in the works, and that they have a great cast starring Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Um, and then we get into the big ones. The first one is Captain America: Brave New World. We saw couple scenelets, and a trailer. Anthony Mackie came out, and basically, the opening line from Kevin Feige is, "Remember how much you loved Civil War?" And it's at that point you realize, oh, they're going to screw up Civil War now. And so Captain America: Brave New World is going to be it's a political thriller like Civil War is. It only has Captain America in it. Also, his buddy from the television series, I forget his name. Paulie will tell me when he gets back. And yeah, and they showed a clip with Harrison Ford, who is the new Thunderbolt Ross, and I believe from what they showed us, it's President Thunderbolt Ross, and and the word that got out as a spoiler is basically uh, the president wants Captain America to reform the Avengers in some form or the other, and once that pronouncement is made, that's when things go haywire. And so I don't think I think the way they set it up is he was asked to reform the Avengers. Things go awry, and now Captain America has to save the day, and then question whether to reform the Avengers or not. That would be my guess. Uh, so so there we go. That's what we got from that. You know, the it looked good, but we've been there before. Um, I from what you have to have in your mind the fact that they've reshot like 90% of this movie. So what did we get? And I think we got scenes that were that they're keeping, and they're reshooting it now. So I don't know. The rumors about the movie could be true. Let's just say that. Uh, and let's go. And then the next thing they brought out the director of Deadpool and Wolverine, Sean Levy. This gave Kevin Feige the opportunity to swear, to drop multiple f bombs, and then Sean Levy came out dropping more f bombs, just to kind of give the flavor. This is a Marvel Studios movie. It is rated R, and the impression you get from Sean Levy is that Marvel gave Ryan Reynolds carte blanche, that this is his movie, and they're going to go with it. Um, the exciting thing that the exciting announcement that came out from this was that um, Kevin Feige started talking about popcorn buckets and how some popcorn buckets uh, have become viral, and he made the promise that there will be a Deadpool popcorn bucket, and that while some other popcorn buckets were controversial by mistake, this bucket will be controversial intentionally. So give that what you will. And then we saw basically an extended opener of Deadpool and Wolverine. You've seen a lot of the scenes in the trailers. This is non-spoiler, so Wade is kind of like uh, he's a salesman. He works for basically a CarMax type company. He's very happy that he's got a 9 to 5 job, and that Vanessa is happy with her new boyfriend, and that he's just going to live the rest of his life like a normal average person. And then he gets abducted by the TVA from Loki, and and they want him to basically restore the sacred timeline, and that's where he becomes Marvel Jesus, and he fully embraces it. He's ready to go and save the sacred timeline, and that's kind of where we're left off. Let's see.
I'm back.
Yes. Do you remember? Do you remember who Captain America's buddy was from the TV show?
From the TV show?
Yeah, he was the brown guy. I just assume you would know.
Oh yeah, Danny Ramirez.
Yes.
The actor Danny Ramirez, who was in Top Gun as well.
Okay. Yeah. So he'll be a big part of Captain America.
Yeah. I like the actor, but obviously, I mean, I'm not a big fan of that.
Okay.